Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, we did okay. So I was doing what? So 10 lectures have been covered, right? This was the homework. Is it? So have you tried this problem? 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me the answer. So everyone check. If you have not tried, then you try now. So it was. So we have missed 2 class in between. So you have long time to solve these problems.
First one is 3 by 8.
Yes. So you can tell the answer. So what is the answer for the first one?
3
I
by
mean,
8.
this fifth question. 3 by 5.
3 by 8.
3 by 8. Okay. What about the sixth problem? This one.
It's right, but not answer is not correct.
Okay. Okay. Missing card is like, yeah.
Seventh one. 25 by 50.
75 by
Seventh one, 25 by 52. 7th one
25 by 52. Is it?
of 7th one.
So the seventh one. This is the 25 by 52 is the answer for seventh one.
Yes.
Okay. What about the sixth one? No one got the answer. Okay. Seems like no one got the answer. Okay. So let me see what we have covered so far. So, okay, let me solve the sixth one first, right? So, one card is lost from the pack of 52 cards if the first, okay, if the first 13 cards which are examined are all red. So, then the probability that the missing card is black. Okay. Okay, before that, fifth question, is there anyone who have doubt in fifth or who want me to solve this fifth question? Anyone? Or everyone done? If all of you have done, then it's very nice, but so let me check the answer. I have given answer from the question from the book. So this is from Bayes theorem, right? So answer is 3 by 8 is fine for the fifth one. And for the seventh one, (25 by 52) is also correct. Okay, so fifth and seventh you answered are correct. And the sixth one. So the answer for the sixth one is Okay, so here read the first line. So they said one card is lost from the pack of 52 cards. So like you have now only 51 cards, and from the 51 you are drawing 13 cards and all are red. So what is the probability that the missing card is black? So tell me how many reds are there and how many blacks are there? How many cards are red and how many cards are black?
26, 20.
Okay, 26, 26. Yes. So no one wants me to solve 5th and 7th? Or is there anyone? Okay, see. Okay, start with 6, then I will solve 5th and 7th also, because maybe some of you have not solved it and you are not saying. Most of you might have solved. So one card is lost from the pack of review cards. The first. So what is given to us? So the given to us is if the so we have given that 13 cards which are examined are all red. The probability that the missing card is black. So okay, so what are either missing cards will be either black or red. Okay, there are two partitions. So if I solve it, 6 question. So E1 event can be missing card is black, or the other partition is what? Either any card will be either black or red. So this can be missing card is red. Okay, so missing card is either black or red. We have given 13 cards drawn from rest 52 cards. Okay, sorry, 51 cards. There are 52, one is already lost. So 13 cards drawn from rest 51 cards are all red. Is it? So if the first 13 cards which are examined are all red, yeah. So probability that the missing card is black. So missing card can be black or can be red. So what do we need to find? Probability of E1 given A. Probability of E1 given A. So you can apply conditional probability formula, but the conditional probability formula gives converting into Bayes theorem, or yes, Bayes theorem when we have the partitions. So this formula will be directly I'm writing formula. So you know the formula, probability of E1, probability of A given E1 upon probability of A, and probability of A will be probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. So this is the formula known as Bayes theorem. So probability of E1 given A. So we need 4 things. We need probability of E1. This I need probability of E1, probability of E2. So what is probability of E2? We need that. Okay. So tell me. So even at a missing card is black. So you tell me out of 52 card, one card is missing. And what is the chance that it is a black card? Tell me. So one card you take out. Missing means what? You take out one card. And that will be black. So what is the chance? Yes, you can tell me. So you're writing in chat. 1 by 26. Why 1 by 26? So how many black cards are there? 26 out of how many? 52. You have 52 card. You have pack of 52 card, and one card is lost. So one card is lost. That is red card or black card. So one card being black. What is the chance that one lost card is black? So one card you take out, and what is the chance that is black? So there are 26 blacks. So anyone can come. 26 favorable outcome upon total. So that will be how much? So out of 52 cards, you are taking out one card. Or lost means what? Just we are taking out one card. So one card is lost. So what is the chance that that is black? So black are 26 out of 52. So chances half that will be black. Or again, there are 26 red cards, 26 out of 52. The chance is half that is a red card. Now we need, after this, we need probability of A given E1. So suppose given E1 means what? E1 is what? So those who have practiced after my class, last class, so it was I think long day ago. So 5-6 days was the gap between today and last class. So those who have practiced or have gone through will understand better. Those who have not gone through, there is no profit for you. So A given E1. So like given E1 means you are given that. So you are given that the missed card is black. Okay, missed card is black. So you are already given that missed card is black. So given E1. So suppose this is a pack. Missed card is black. So there are now 51 cards. You are given it is missed card is black. So in this card there will be 25 black only, because we are given one lost card is black, and the next will be 26 red card. Okay, 26 red card. Now tell me probability of A given E1. So probability of A means 13 cards are drawn and that are all red. So tell me, you draw 13 cards from this pack of 51 cards and getting all red. So what is the chance of getting all red? So those who missed the class, actually I will share you the link of the class. So all lectures are available on the YouTube. So I will share with you. Okay. So those who missed, you message me on WhatsApp and after class. So I will share with you. Okay. So come to the point, probability of A given E1. So if lost card is black, what is the chance that you draw 13 card and all cards are red? Anyone tell me quickly. You draw 13 cards from this 51 card and all the 13 cards are red. So what is the chance of all the 13 cards are red? You can unmute and tell, okay?
No, 51.
No, 13 cards are being drawn, not one. So 13 cards are being drawn. Your answer is correct for one card, but like that there will be 13 cards. So you can do that way also. That's quite fine. Like you can write 26 by 51. First card is red. Second card is red. 25 by 50. एक एक घटाते जाओ, क्योंकि एक एक कार्ड तुम निकाल रहे हो. सो एक साथ निकालने का मतलब विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट ही काउंट करते हो. Or the better way is you will multiply 13 times this. It's better to you draw 13. Yes.
You can use factorial.
Yeah, what are you saying? I'm not getting.
Can we use factorial?
No. You are saying factorial something? 13 factorial?
Yes.
No, 13 factorial. Actually, not 13 factorial, because 26 upon 52, then 25 upon 51, sorry, 26 upon 51, 25 upon 50, and so on, you will decrease 1. So directly, okay, see, we want to draw 13 card and all should be black. So first of C, total possibility, let's see total possibility. So how many total cards are there? How many total cards are there?
51.
51, and you want to draw 13 cards. So what is the number of way of drawing 13 cards out of 51 cards? Total number of way of drawing 13 cards from 51 cards. बताओ भाई, हमारे पास n distinct objects हैं and we want to select r distinct objects. So what is the number of way of drawing? NCR. Out of n distinct objects, we want to select r distinct objects. So the number of way of selecting r distinct object from n distinct object is NCR. So total cards we have 51. First I'm trying to find the sample space, okay, in the denominator. So we have total 51 cards. We want to draw 13 cards. So what are the number of way of drawing 13 cards out of 51 cards? बताओ भाई जल्दी, मैंने फॉर्मूला बता दिया है तुम्हें. 51 कार्ड में 13 कार्ड ड्रॉ करने की क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है? किसी को नहीं पता है?
C13.
No. How many total cards are there? NCR I said. So how many total cards are there?
51.
51. How many you want to draw?
13.
अरे तो भाई 51C13. n कार्ड में से r कार्ड ड्रॉ करना है तो NCR. तो 51 कार्ड में से 13 ड्रॉ करना है तो 51C13. ओके, अब आते हैं न्यूमरेटर पे. ये तो टोटल पॉसिबल आउटकम हो गया. अब मुझे 13 के 13 रेड ही चाहिए. सो कितने रेड कार्ड है?
26.
26. और हमें कितना चाहिए रेड? 13.
13.
26C13. ओके, ये तो हो गया A गिवन E1. अब आओ प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A गिवन E2. सो A गिवन E2 का मतलब हुआ कि एक कार्ड लॉस हो गया है. टोटल 51 कार्ड है पैक में, जिसमें से गिवन E2 है. गिवन E2 का मतलब E2 तुमने क्या लिया है? मिसिंग कार्ड इज रेड. तो तुमने ये अज्यूम किया है कि मिसिंग कार्ड रेड है तुम्हारा. तो रेड है मिसिंग कार्ड. तो चलो, इसमें मिसिंग कार्ड रेड है तुम्हारे पास. अब 25 रेड होगा क्योंकि रेड मिसिंग है. यहाँ गिवन E2 कह रहा है. और 26 ब्लैक होगा. टोटल 51 है. यहाँ का A गिवन E2 समझने की कोशिश करो. A गिवन E2. तो गिवन E2 मतलब E2 हमने लिया है मिसिंग कार्ड इज रेड. So red is a missing card. So we have 25 missing cards, 25 red cards and 26 black cards. In rest 51 cards. अब बताओ, मुझे ड्रॉ करना है 13 रेड कार्ड. तो व्हाट इज द चांस दैट ऑल द 13 कार्ड विल बी रेड कार्ड? तो डिनोमिनेटर क्या होगा? प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालना है. 13 कार्ड ड्रॉ करेंगे और वो रेड ही होगा. पहले टोटल पॉसिबिलिटी निकाल लो डिनोमिनेटर में. तो बताओ 51 में से 13 कार्ड ड्रॉ करने के कितने नंबर ऑफ वे है? So 51 कार्ड्स में से मुझे 13 कार्ड ड्रॉ करना है. सो हाउ मेनी वे आई हैव? अरे भाई पिछला अभी मैंने सॉल्व किया है. लोग क्या कर रहे हो, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है.
25C13 upon 51. 25C13 upon 51C13.
हाँ 25. अब हमारे पास टोटल 25 रेड कार्ड है. So we want to get 13 red card. So उन 25 रेड कार्ड में से मुझे 13 रेड चाहिए, 25C13। n ऑब्जेक्ट्स में से मुझे r ऑब्जेक्ट सेलेक्ट करना है, तो NCR होता है। सो अभी न्यूमरेटर में क्या आता है, प्रोबेबिलिटी जिसकी फाइंड कर रहे हैं कि ऑल आर रेड कार्ड। सो रेड आर 25, आउट ऑफ 25 आई वांट 13 रेड, 25C13 upon number of element in sample space, the total possibility of getting 13 cards. So total are 51 cards in the pack. I want to get the 13 cards. So 51C13. Yes, so you told the correct answer. So this is a chance that all the 13 cards are red when red card are missing. Red card is missing. Okay, now you put into formula, you will get the answer. So formula is probability of, we wanted to get what is the chance that lost card is black card given that 13 cards are all are red. So put into the formula, just I'm putting, see this is the formula, you put the value. So E1 half half, so like it is probability of E1 half, A given E1. So A given E1 was 26C13, 51C13 upon total. So probability of E1, A given E1 plus probability of E2 into A given E2. Now we simplify this. So this can be cancelled. Half can be cancelled. So you are left with 26C13, 26C13 plus 25C13. Okay. So can you solve this? Or is it easy to solve? Okay. In the denominator, you can apply the formula. So NCR or N plus 1 CR. Yeah. So what is the formula? What I'm asking, suppose you say NCR or N plus 1 CR like this. Yeah. So what is the formula? Anyone remembers this? NCR plus N plus 1 CR. Yeah. Let me write first. First N plus 1 CR plus NCR. What? N plus 1 CR plus 1. This is the formula. So you can use it. 26 is N plus 1. N is 25 here. Okay. So N is 25. So 25C13 plus 26C13. So here you will add, it will be 26C14. Now, can you simplify this? Are you getting what I'm doing? N plus 1 was 26, N was 25, R was 13. So I use this formula. So now you simplify this and you will get the answer. You just simplify, it's easy to open. So if you still want me to open, so it's a 26 factorial, 13 factorial, 26 minus 13, 13 factorial. 26 factorial, 14 factorial, 26 minus 14, 12 factorial. 26 factorial cancelled. So denominator will be there, 14 factorial, 12 factorial. Then 13 factorial, 13 factorial. So finally 14 factorial you can write 14 into 13 factorial. The 14 will be left. And denominator you can write 13 factorial as, so what I'm saying, this into 12 factorial. Denominator is 13 into 12 factorial into keep 113 factorial as it is so that you can cancel. So finally the answer is 14 upon 13. So you can see the answer and you can check if you have any doubt. Okay, so check if something is wrong, you can tell me. Okay, fine. But answer is 2 by 3. So check, I might have done some calculation mistake. So it is, so check the calculation. Okay, so this formula is correct, I think. Okay, maybe I have to verify the formula. I think formula is something. Yeah, maybe this formula, I think there is other formula, NCR minus 1. So that is n plus 1 CR. So this is not the formula, I think I missed. So you have to simplify this, okay? Because answer in the question is 2 by 3. So I think this is wrong. I have done mistake. Okay, so you simplify this and you check what answer comes. So that will take time in solving. Little bit, okay. So for formula, I use that was the wrong. So the formula is NCR minus 1, and that is n plus 1 CR. Or you can say NCR plus 1. So that will be n plus 1 CR plus 1. Okay. So you remember this, okay? If you have doubt, you can verify or you can prove it also. So I need to verify, then you choose some n, some r, and then verify. Okay. So that was my mistake. Okay. So you don't do that. So if you ever trying to simplify the calculation, just making easy, but that was wrong. Okay, so you know the NCR formula, you just simplify it, verify it. So I will go to the next topic now. If you have any doubt, we can discuss, or otherwise we can go to the next topic. ओके, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये फॉर्मूला अगर नहीं भी बताया है तो इसको तुम्हें एक्चुअली परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन जिन्होंने पढ़ाया होगा उसमें ये फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है. सो इफ यू हैव गॉन थ्रू द परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन चैप्टर, so you will see this formula in that chapter. So if you have gone through, then you might have seen. So we have not discussed permutation combination, so that's why I couldn't tell you this formula. Okay, so you verify this. So let me go to the next topic now. Yeah, so anything more you want to ask? So that was still Bayes theorem. So you have any doubt, you can still ask me. Or next is, so next topic you have is binomial distribution. So I will start first with the random variable basic, and then we'll go to the binomial distribution. Okay, so you see in the book, you will see this formula in the book. Okay, so you have to do this. You might not be remembering it. Okay, so next let's start with the random variable, and then we'll go to the binomial distribution. So this is the last topic for this chapter, binomial distribution. So to understand binomial distribution, you first need to understand what is a random variable. Okay. So simply start with the random variable. Okay. So what is a random variable? In simple word, random variable is a function. Okay. So random variable is a function. So you can denote it by f, like the domain is sample space and range is all real number. But there is a special notation for random variable. It is capital X. So capital X is a function from S to R. S is the sample space, R is the set of real number. So random variable is a function from sample space to real number. मतलब random variable क्या करता है, sample space में जो outcomes होते हैं उसको हर outcome को map करता है किसी real number पे. Random variable maps every outcome to a real number. जैसे example लेता हूँ, जैसे एक experiment ले लेते हैं. So let's take the experiment. चलो, throwing a coin या throwing a die twice या throwing two dice, same. Okay, throwing a dice twice, you can say throwing a dice twice. And so first of all, tell me what will be the sample space? You tell me. Anyone, quickly tell me what is the sample space? How many outcomes will be there? We are throwing a dice twice, die twice.
36.
36, yeah. So it will be like 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on till 6, 6. So there are total 36 outcomes. So I'm tossing one die twice, okay? So you can do first time and second time, like you can see. Okay, X I defined sum of the number of 10. Okay, on both die or in twice, okay? On both time, because we are tossing a die twice. So first time what number came and second time what number came. You add both and that will give you X. So here X is a function from sample space to real number. So you will see this X will assign each element of sample space to a real number. For example, I will ask you, what is the X of 1, 1? So X will assign 1, 1 to which number? X of 1, 1 is what? What is X? Read the line, the meaning of X. Sum of the number obtained on both sides on the die.
2.
Yes, it is 2. So X of 1, 1 is 2 because 1, 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, simply. So a number corresponding to value of X corresponding to 1, 1 is 2. Similarly, X of 1, 2 will be what? So X is the sum of the number obtained. It will be given you in the question every time. Random variable will be given. So what is X of 1, 2?
3.
3. Similarly, you can define for others, right? Just X of 1, 3, 4, X of 1, 4, 5. Are you getting 1 plus 3, 4, 1 plus 4, 5. X of other number you can say 1, 5, 6, X of 1, 6, 7. Okay, so on dice, you will have 1, 6. 1, 7 will not be the outcome, so will not go that. 2, 1, 3, X 2, 2, 4, X 2, 3, 5, right? So X 2, 4, 6, X 2, 5, 7, X 2, 6, 8. Similarly, right, X 3, 1, right? X 3, 1 will be 4 and so on. X 3, 6 will be 9. Similarly, you do others like X 6, 1 will be 7 and so on. X 6, 6 will be 12. So this was just example. Actually, you will not need to do this every time. Corresponding to, you will directly decide, okay, what will be the value of X? What are the possible values of X? Like in the question, you can simply decide. So tell me all possible values of X. So what are the all possible values of X? Capital X. What are the all possible values of capital X?
Any real number?
No, you have to collect the values. Not, it will not be all real number. So what are the possible values I'm asking? Range of X I'm asking here. Okay, that was domain. So I think the definition I said, X is a function from S to R. So S is called domain. And this R is not range. It's a codomain. So range is the possible values. Codomain is a large set given to you, from which range will be. available. So like R is the codomain, not range. Okay, what I'm saying. So random variable is a function from S to R. S is domain of random variable, sample space, and set of real number is the codomain. Yeah. So in this case, in this question, what are the all possible values of x? What is the minimum value and what is the maximum value? And what are the possible value?
Minimally 1.
Why 1? At which outcome you will get 1? How will you get
H2.
1? So outcome is 1 1. So 1 at 1 1 you will get 2. Yeah. So what are the possible values? You can get 3, you can get 4, you can get 5, you can get 6, you can get 7, you can get 8, 9. So what are the maximum value of x? So it will go till 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the possible values of x here. Okay. Okay. So let me give one more example. So in the same question, so suppose 2 dice are rolled or thrown. X is the positive difference between two numbers. Positive difference means difference, positive number, difference between two numbers or difference of outcomes. On the both dice. Both dice. So tell me, what are the possible values of x here? Tell me, what are the all possible values of x here?
Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes. So like you can guess, okay, or you can decide by sample space. So if it is 1 1, then difference is 0. If it is 1 2, outcome, every outcome is mapped to the real number. So real number actually help us to find the distribution. So 1 1 will correspond to 0. Difference I'm taking. 1 2 difference is 1. 1 3 difference is 2. 1 4 difference is 3. 1 5 difference is 4. 1 6 difference is 5. 1 okay 1 7 is not the outcome. So 1 6 difference is 5. Similarly 2 1 difference is 1. 2 2 difference is 0. 2 3 difference is 1. 2 4 difference is 2. 2 5 difference is 3. 2 6 difference is 4. So like if you check for the all outcomes, you will guess, okay, difference can be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 only. So these are the possible values of x. So you can find, okay, so x actually has the range real number. You can say range is a subset of real number. So example next. So like if I say a coin is tossed once, only once. X is the number of head obtained. Number of heads. So tell me, what are the values of x?
1.
1.
Only one. So what are the possible values of x? You are tossing a coin. So you get the outcome and you count how many heads you are getting. So how many heads you can get? So like what are the outcomes? So let me write the sample space first. So if I write the sample space, so what is the sample space when a coin is tossed?
Heads and tails.
Yeah, head, tail. Now corresponding to each outcome, you try to find the x. So x of h will be what? X is number of heads in the outcome. So how many heads you are getting in seeing in h? I mean, how many times you can get h? Like, so it is 1. So what is x of t? How many heads you are getting in t?
1.
No. Here. The x corresponding to t. It is 0. So tail has no head. Like, so I mean, you are tossing a coin twice. So how many heads you can get? Either you can get no head or you can get one head. Means you are getting tail means you are not getting head. So you will get tail, head, tail, or you will get head. So if you are getting tail, means you are not getting head. So not getting head means number of head is 0. If you are getting head, the number of head is 1. Okay, let me extend this example. So x possible values here are 0, 1. Okay, if I say next example, a coin is tossed twice. Now we are tossing the same coin twice, 2 times. X is number of heads we are getting, or number of times heads we are getting. Number of heads obtained. So tell me, what is the value of x?
0, 1, 2.
Yes, so it is 0, 1, 2. So you are tossing a coin twice. You may not get any time head anytime. Like both time you can get tail, so you have no head. You can get HT or TH, like one head, one tail. You are tossing twice. So once you can get a head, once you can get tail. So number of head may be 1. Or both time you can get head. So x can be 2. If you directly not able to find, you write the sample space. Then you try to identify the number corresponding to each outcome of the sample space. Like HH, HT, TH, and TT. Okay. So what are the outcomes corresponding to HH? So HH has how many heads? It has 2 heads, and HT has 1 head, HT has 1 head, and TT has 0 head. So if you count, okay, X can take value 0, 1, 2. Corresponding to each outcome, it can have 0, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 1, I'm not writing twice, just the numbers 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now, what is the thing that, okay, let me go to the next thing now. So if I ask you in the same example, in this example only, I will ask you what is the chance that X will take value 0. So you know now X has value either 0, 1, 2. So if I ask you what is the chance that X will take value 0. So you see how many outcomes in the sample space are supporting 0 or corresponding to 0.
Only one chance.
1 out of how many?
3.
Hey,
4.
sample space. So you have 4. So like you will see, okay, probability of X is 0. So X will be 0 when you have TT. So probability of TT, it is 1 outcome out of 4. Like if they ask you what is the probability corresponding to 1. So tell me, what is the probability in the same example corresponding to 1?
1 by 2.
Yes, 1 by 2. So there are 2 outcomes corresponding to X is equal to 1. So it can be HT or it can be TH. So there are 2 out of 4, and that will be 1 by 2. And probability corresponding to 2. So how many outcomes are corresponding to 2?
1 by 4.
1 by 4. So probability X is 2 means HH. So it is 2 out of 4. Sorry, HS is only 1 outcome. Okay, in the sample space we have to see. So it is 1 outcome out of 4. So I'm assuming equally likely. So each has the same chance of occurring. So if nothing is given, we consider coin is unbiased. Means unbiased is fine. There is no problem in the coin. So head and tail have the same chances of occurring. Okay, so this thing what we found is called the probability distribution. So this thing is called probability distribution. So what I'm saying, you can make a table. In the table X and PX. So X has value 0, 1, 2. Only X has 3 Gaussian values. So you make the table in this way. So what is the probability corresponding to 0? It was 1 by 4. Probability corresponding to 1, it was 1 by 2. Probability corresponding to 2, it is 1 by 4. So this table, this is called probability distribution. Probability distribution, I will discuss binomial distribution. It's called probability distribution. So like probability distribution means you have to see at what point what is the probability, or what is the probability corresponding to each value of the random variable. You have to see that. So this table, so we can define, okay. So similarly, before going that, in the next question, I would like to ask you in this question, because I'm continuing the same PDF. Oh, no problem. So what I'm asking, in this question, look at this example. Last example, yes, this one. A coin is tossed just once. So the x is number of heads. So either 0 or 1, because either head or head tail will come. So if I ask you what is the probability corresponding to x is equal to 0? What is the probability corresponding to x is equal to 0? And what is probability corresponding to x is equal to 1?
Zero, 1/2.
Yes. So simple. X corresponding to 1 is number of head is 1. Number of head is 1. So means probability of h they are asking. X is equal to 0 means no head, means tail they are asking. So half, half. The chance is half. Okay. So in the last question here, we can also say again. So I may ask you. So you do this question first. The first example. With throwing a die twice. So you've seen that you have seen that x can take value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you tell me probability distribution of this. Means at which value what is the probability? Like x is equal to 2, what is the probability? X is equal to 3, what is the probability? So can you tell me? You take time, 1 minute, 2 minute time to tell me the probability corresponding to each value of x. You first write it down on your notebook, okay? Everyone write it down the answer on your notebook. First, you make the table x and px. So you first write it down all the outcomes and you tell me what is the, then you tell me finally. Don't be in too hurry. Just you try, and you complete, then you tell.
X 0, 1. Probability of X 1/2 each.
So which question you are talking about? I'm talking, okay, let me see. I'm talking about this question. So the example you are looking on the screen, this example I'm talking. We are throwing a die twice or 2 dice are thrown. X is the sum of the number obtained. Now I want to know what is the probability distribution of X. Means at which value of X, what is the probability? So let me define probability distribution for you. Then we'll come to the question. Probability distribution. Okay, so actually probability distribution, suppose let X has values, say small x1, x2, and so on, small xn. And probability x is equal to small xi is equal to small pi. Let me say this is pi. So at x1 probability is p1, at x2 probability is p2. So the condition is this must be more than 0. First condition is each pi must be 0 for all I. So I can take value 1, 2, 3 up to n. And you will see, okay, so this is the table where 1 row I'm writing x and other is px. You can make the column also. So like this is x1, x2, x3, and so on, xn. So probability corresponding to x1, I will take p1. Probability corresponding to x2, I will take p2, p3, and pn. So I assumed x has the n possible values, x1, x2, xn. And then probability corresponding to x1 is p1, probability corresponding to x2 is p2, and so on. So the first condition is each pi must be positive. So this table is called probability distribution. So this table is probability distribution. So the condition directly I'm writing, the first condition is each pi should be more than 0, and second is summation of pi's I from 1 to n, like p1 plus p2 plus p3. If you add all these numbers, you will get answer 1. The sum of all probabilities, if you add, you will get answer 1. So if you add all the probabilities, summation pi must be 1. So this is the condition for the probability distribution, this table. So each pi should be positive and sum of all should be 1. Okay. So let me come to that question. You will get better idea. So now the question I'm writing. Suppose 2 dice are thrown. Okay. And let x be sum of the numbers obtained. Sum of the numbers obtained. Okay. So question is find probability distribution of x. Okay, find probability distribution of x. So means so anyone completed this question? This was the first example I started with in the random variable. So simply let me tell you directly. So sample space you all know, it's a 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 and so on. If you write all, then at last you will go till 6 1 6 2 6 3 6 4 6 5 6 6. This is a sample space, and x is sum of the outcome. So if you try to count x corresponding to, so it's better if I write all the outcomes. So let me do the experiment. So 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6 3 1 3 2 3 3 3 4 3 5 3 6 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 6 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4 5 5 5 6, and the last is 6 1 6 2 6 3 6 4 6 5 6 6. Okay, now what are the possible values of x? So you all have decided already. Okay, so tell me again, what was the all possible values of x? Yes, so the answer is 1 by 36, 2 by 36. Yeah, I think you are right. So possible values of x was sum starts with 2 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, only 12, sorry, till 12. Now you have to decide what is the distribution. So like what is the probability corresponding to 2? x is equal to 2. So there are only one outcome, 1, 1, at which you will get probability 2. That is one outcome out of 36. Probability corresponding to 3. So when the sum will be 3, so outcomes are either 1, 2 or 2, 1. So it's a 2 upon 36. So x can take value 4. So probability 1, 3, right? 2, 2, 3, 1. 3, there are 3 outcomes out of 36 total. Probability corresponding to 5. So what are the outcome corresponding to 5? It's a 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, and 4, 1, right? So there are 4 outcome out of 36. Similarly, keep going. X is equal to 6. So 6 will be 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, and then 5, 1, and then only 5, 1, right? So the outcome you will count is 5 upon 36. Probability corresponding to 7. So it is 1, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, or 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 1. So how many outcomes are there total? So it is 6 out of 36. Yeah. So now let me come to the next, probability corresponding to 8. So yeah, can you tell me probability corresponding to 8? So what is the probability corresponding to 8? Yeah, tell me quickly, probability corresponding to 8.
5.
Yes, 5 by 36. Because the outcome will decrease, right? So it will be 1, 7 is not there. So 2, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3, 6, 2. So outcomes are 5 by 36, and it will decrease now. Okay. So directly I'm writing probability corresponding to 9. So you will get corresponding to 9, 4 by 36. Probability corresponding to 10, you will get 3 by 36. Probability corresponding to 11, you will get 2 by 36. And probability corresponding to 12, you will get 1 by 36. So you can write it on the table also, like column wise or row wise, whatever you feel good. So if I write column wise, so you can make x and then px. So values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So corresponding to 1, probability is, sorry, 1, I taken by mistake. So start with 2, 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 3 by 36, 4 by 36. Okay. 5 by 36, 6 by 36. And then at 8, we have again 5. 5 upon 36, 4 upon 36, 3 upon 36, and then 2 upon 36. At 11, 6, 5, and 5, 1. And at 12, it is 1 upon 36. That outcome is 6, 6. So this is a probability distribution corresponding to x. You can check all outcomes are non-negative, I mean positive, and some you add it. You add all the outcome. You add these all probabilities, and you will get 1. Is it? You will add all of them, and you will get 1. So what I discussed today, random variable. So like it is a function from sample space to real number. It will take real values and you have to find the probability corresponding to each. So next class we'll discuss binomial distribution. This was a probability distribution. So just it is related to binomial distribution. In the same in binomial distribution, we again discuss. So x is a random variable, and then we find probability. So there is a special pattern for the distribution of x, and that is named as binomial distribution. So because that is followed by binomial theorem. So you can you know the formula of binomial theorem. So that is being used here. So that's why the name is binomial theorem. So binomial distribution we'll see in the next class. So today I will stop only here. Any question anyone have? No one has a question? Okay, then that's all, and all the best. I mean, take care. And okay, go through the books. Okay, if you don't read the books, you will not learn much. Okay, so we have the less time to explain. So you can read books. You will understand better. You solve problem from that. You ask doubts. Okay, so that's all from today, and thank you so much. We'll see in the next class. Yeah, so you ask, you take my number and you WhatsApp me. So I think you have my number. So some of you might have my number. So you contact each other and then I will send you the link of the word of the previous lectures. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.